All right, everybody, we're going to take notes on the gold rush. So let's write the title, The Gold Rush. In your social studies book, it's Unit 5, Lesson 3. You're going to be using the book so that you could read about this, and I'm going to reference pages where you can find this information. So our first category is question. Then you're going to have answer. And our last category, example, which I'll try to draw a couple of pictures. Okay. Please write number 1. Who was the first person to discover gold in California? In your social studies book, you will find this on page 172. And that person was James Marshall. He was building a sawmill along the California River, Sacramento River. I gotta look that up. He was building a sawmill along the American River. And he found some sparkly nuggets in the water. Found some quartz. They studied it and they found that it was gold. With a little more time, I'll try to draw a little picture of a gold miner. All right, moving on. We have question number 2. Why did Sam Brannan tell people that gold was discovered in California? In your book, it's on page 175. So if you recall from your reading and from California Studies Weekly, you know that Sam Brannan had a store in which he sold all kinds of mining materials. He sold everything that a miner could need, living in a tent, mining for gold, panning for gold every day. And this is the answer to why Sam Brannan told people like crazy, running down the streets, gold, gold, gold in the American River. He wanted to do something. keeping it short, he wanted to sell shovels to the miners. He wanted to sell everything a miner could need. He basically wanted to get rich selling pans and shovels and tents and everything those guys needed. All right. The next one is not a question, it is a word. The isthmus. I'm going to write the definition really quick and then I could talk about it. It's a narrow strip of land that connects two larger pieces of land. On page 174 in your book, you will find a very clear picture of what the isthmus looks like. And I am going to draw, but my left hand is going to get in the way. Okay, I'll be moving my hand very quickly, but here goes. We're going to look at, here we have Northern and Central America, and then it's starting to get really narrow, and we go out that way, and we're up here where we live, okay? And then we start to have South America, and then the land is extremely narrow around here, and then we move down to South America. Okay, and you can kind of see here that the land is very, very narrow, and actually water even crosses through here. And let me see if I can make this any darker. So again, there's land, and then it just gets more and more and more narrow. And there's a little break here in the land where the Panama Canal is. And we move down to South America. And this is a narrow strip of land. Okay, your focus here is the isthmus. It would be this narrow strip of land right over here. Right there, all of that land. Okay, we're almost done. This one's not going to get a picture because I'm running short on space. I'm going to squeeze it in here, and here goes. Number 4, we had people flocking to California in 1849 to find gold from all over the world. And those people are immigrants because they came from all parts of the world to California, not necessarily because we wanted to stay and work here. They came to find gold. What did they do for our state? They added diversity to California. Okay, so by that happening, we were no longer just Mexican and American and maybe Native American. Now we had people from China. We had people from Australia. We had people from England. We had people from all parts of the world coming in droves on ships that crossed the Isthmus of Panama, on ships that went all the way around South America to get here. And how else? And then some of them even on horse, but they were already in the United States. All right. So that was our last question. What did Gold Rush immigrants do? They added diversity. That would be a vocabulary word. They made it so that we had people of all nations here, and you see that in California. And those are our notes.